You know without you I'm so lonely. When you're not here, 911 calling. Into your heat again, I'm diving. Darling you, baby.
We're three K-pop darlings, just chatting K-pop. I'm Mama J,
Missy,
and Baby K,
and I'm Missy too.
Woohoo! Yay, Missy too is joining us again.
Woohoo! Welcome to our mukbang.
Yes,
we're gonna eat and talk.
Yes.
So if you don't like eating,
see my yummy food. So, yeah. So today's just eat and talk day. Woo! And we are not inside.
They got me out.
Outside.
You got us out.
Yeah, fact. Me and you don't want to go outside.
This is true. Yep. So as we eat our food, yum, we should just ask questions. So this is Get to Know Missy too.
Woohoo!
Let's talk about where it all began. Who's your alt group and your bias? Your alt bias.
Alright, where it began? My ex introduced me to Girls' Generation back during their G era. And this is when I didn't understand that they go by two names. So he showed me a couple of songs and I was like, oh my gosh, these girls are great. Like, I love Girls' Generation. I love SNSD. And he's like, they're the same people. I was like, oh. So in case you didn't know that, Girls' Generation and SNSD, same group. Same group. And one day I was watching a lot of their music because I fallen in love with them and I came across EXO. And now they are my ults. They are my ult of ults. Lay is my ult bias. Or ult Chinese bias. Because Songhwa of ATEEZ is my Korean ult bias. It is true.
My heart is there with you.
It only took 6 years in between each group to find a Korean bias that I just love. Facts.
Cool.
Yay!
So, we know you're an EXO fan because thank you for your EXO knowledge in our previous vlog. That was awesome. What other groups are you like? If you had to put your top four, and we've heard Missy's top four and Baby K's top four.
No, you haven't.
No, we haven't.
Has it changed again?
Probably.
What would be your top four?
So, obviously EXO. I am a diehard loyal XOL. While the L in XOL stands for love, I also believe it stands for loyalty. After that, the ATEEZ. They kind of came out of left field for me. I came across Wonderland, and I've been hooked ever since.
Okay.
After that would be Stray Kids. I've kind of kept an eye on them since Elevator, but God's Menu was definitely the song that I was like, ooh, okay, I like this group.
I think there was a lot of people who felt like that.
Facts. And then after them, it would be the boys. Found them during Kingdom. Fell in love with their performance. They're weird.
We love them because
Facts.
they're weird.
I do love them.
We just watched their most recent Idol Human Theater variety show, and they all get drunk. It's day drinking with the boys. Oh, it's so funny. They're just a gem. I love them, and so they would be my top four groups. If I go to 5, we're gonna add BTS. Go to 6, we're at 17.
Oh.
And that's just the boy group side.
I was gonna say there aren't any girl groups in there.
I like to differentiate because sometimes I have a playlist strictly for boy groups. I have a playlist strictly for girl groups. And then I have one that just combines all of my favorite songs from both. So, if I had an old girl group, I'm as loyal as I say, and it's Girls' Generation is number one.
Okay. I have to admit, being brand new to the whole K-pop. Wow.
K-pop.
Don't talk with food in your mouth.
Why? All of them do it. Welcome to
Apparently-
mukbang.
I don't know a lot of girl groups, so the ones that I do know, I really enjoy. So, oh, we're eating our food. There you go. Sharing is caring. I like Twice would probably be my top. I love Twice. And then yeah, thank you. I'm like, what's the group?
I was like, yeah, I don't.
Whose group is it's KK. And then probably no, Kepler. I love Bahia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so tall. Literally. She's so pretty.
But yeah, I'm probably more of a boy star than a girl star.
Same.
I wonder if that is a thing. Like, I know in the people that I know that do K-pop, which probably most of them are sitting on these blankets right now, like boy groups. So I wonder if because it's the opposite sex.
It's about, from what I've seen, there are more boys who are fans of girl groups than they are of the boy groups. But overall, it's not as diverse or as divided as we seem to think it is, from what I've gathered. It's more of like, for like girl groups, it's more of like a 60% male fan base, 40% female. And that's also how I feel about most of the boy groups, is 60-40. But it also depends on your level of fandomness. I like
True.
them. But then there's the awesome guy who shows up at the photo little opportunities in front of some of the different things and just starts yelling the boy group's names. Like if
we
some
love
of them,
that.
like
That's
it's
my
like the
favorite. I love that so
Han Jisung. Like, it's just my favorite is that there's a guy who does that for the guy or for the boy groups, and there's also a girl who does that in the girl group ones, and it is just funny to watch to me because I'm like, yeah.
We love it. I wonder, as an outside observer again, this is I'm still, spiraling down the hole into Wonderland. If that is because when you create that parasocial relationship, it is based on affection. And so for a good percentage, that is of someone of the opposite sex. That's not the case for everybody, right? There's lots of people who have same gender affection, which is totally cool. But I wonder if because you create a parasocial relationship based on affection, we end up standing what we are attracted to.
That might be part of it, though. For me, there is that parasocial, and then there's also the idols that shut down the parasocial, kind of like Mingyu lately. He's been great, and some fans were like, if you read this comment, or if you don't read this comment, we're dating, and he's like, no.
I read it.
He's like, I read it, and it's just like deadpan, and I'm loving this energy. But there is definitely a ton of...
I feel like the 8 does that too.
Oh my gosh, the 8 has always done that, though. Mingyu used to cater a lot to the fan service, and lately he's like, just no. I'm like,
Well, I think I've noticed this is like with girl groups, a lot of their music tends to be accepted by the general public. So people who aren't like us, who are constant listeners, people who just might listen to it in a cafe or hear it on TikTok. Like, girl group songs are easy to digest in a way.
True.
And that's why, like, when G Idol dropped their first song, they won an award for their debut song. Same with ITZY. Same with New Jeans. Like, their songs are just easier to hear in the public. And then you have groups that are the boy groups, and when they drop their debut, they usually don't get a trophy, their first debut song. It happens, but it doesn't happen as often as it does with girl groups. And so
that's a good way to word it.
a lot of people explain it as like girl groups are accepted by both men and women, where boy groups have to have like a serious, dedicated fandom to really push and promote them.
Wow. It's a good thing there are more women than men in our world, and that they're really into K-pop, because otherwise millions of people would not have liked these groups and they would become this big. Think about BTS. I mean, millions and millions and millions.
Well, and like when BTS first started, they weren't very big. They had to do a lot of their own promotion. They had to do a lot of their own, like, they worked. Like,
But I think you can say
they
that
did a
about
lot.
most groups, because I mean,
Yeah.
you think about who we just listed off as your top, right?
yeah.
How many of them have had to work really hard to get where they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like, especially with BTS and ATEEZ and 17, like a lot of them, and 17 was the longest of having to do this in my opinion, was having to promote themselves. Like, yes, Stray Kids had to promote themselves because they are a boy group under JYP. And boy groups under JYP tend to struggle more than the girl groups. And so there is that, but it's kind of like ATEEZ was having to kind of, I mean, we've all seen the videos of them right before they debuted standing out in front of a record shop being like, hey, please listen to our music. Hey, we're going to debut. Or it's like, it was either right before or right after they debuted, like, hey, listen to us. Please listen to us. And it's like BTS had to pretty much do the exact same thing.
BTS did the same thing. They did it in the States, and they
Yeah.
went around like LA,
I
California
kind of remember
area.
that. Like, I
And
remember.
they would go around and ask
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
hey, we're having this concert. Do you want to come?
Yeah.
So it wasn't sorry armies. Sorry armies. Still not a big BTS fan. But I remember thinking, this is new and different and interesting. That kind of caught my attention just because it wasn't the norm. It was back then. I didn't really. I mean, hello, brand new, don't know anything. Only came in because the people sitting here. So yeah.
Can I just say, I still haven't made it to my Olds concert, okay?
Facts.
Serious?
Neither have I.
EXO hasn't.
I was gonna say probably when they were touring, it wasn't here.
They did one, but at the time I was in college.
Well,
And
yeah,
super
broke.
poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and trying to deal with your ex.
Yeah.
Who
But it'll
avoids
happen.
spending money that
Yes.
they
It'll
didn't
happen. EXO, back on tour. Come on,
We can't.
give it up.
Yes.
Being
This
a
is why we're
multi-stand
not
is
allowed to go to-
expensive.
This is why I'm not allowed to go anywhere.
Yeah, Maybe this
we,
is why I don't go
have
outside
big
much.
plans, and so
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
have big plans, we have made certain sacrifices to
Yeah,
put that money aside
that's
for
true.
those big plans. So, you know, we want to do things,
It's
but
not like I go anywhere anyways.
yeah. No. Remember, we're all inside people.
Not we. And mostly.
You're an inside.
I am an inside person. I'm like Uzi. I stay inside. If I have to go outside, I
Your
will.
homebody.
I definitely also relate to Uzi because someone was talking about it being as they got kidnapped to be put on the Youth versus Flowers
Yeah.
or Youth Over Flowers show, and someone was like, well, where else do you think they would have gotten him? Because the only time he ever left his apartment was to go to his studio
Yeah.
and back. And when he goes on tour, it's airport, hotel,
Venue.
venue,
Hotel.
hotel,
Airport.
airport.
He doesn't go
So
anywhere
where
else.
else did they think they would get him? except for at the airport. So
Making it hard. Uzi.
yeah,
What's up with that?
but I relate very much to him because same.
Yeah, here's a good
I don't
question,
eat
though.
much.
Which idol that you know of do you feel like represents your like personality the most?
Ooh. See, and it's like I don't think like Uzi represents my personality, just what I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay home. I'm trying to think of who my personality is most like.
I know.
Oh, you know who I am? Who am I?
Not you. I don't what?
Oh, I was like,
I don't know who you are. Miss C. You?
yeah.
Who are you? Who am I?
Me,
Who
myself,
am
and
I?
It's just me, myself, and I.
Who are you?
Honestly, mostly I think you are Haikoshi.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because you're not, there's a lot of it, like, I know you like Sanu and all that, but I don't think you're very much like Sanu. I think
No.
you're a lot like Hoshi.
No.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way I'm that delusional.
How to call someone out. 101.
Sorry about that, Sanu, you're
Oh,
okay.
he's heard it before.
It's okay. Somebody hanged up on him on a fan call too, so it's okay.
Yeah, that was
He's
hilarious.
alright. It was so funny.
He was flirting hardcore.
Yeah,
and they were
I just let it roll off my back. I'm a Libra, so it's no different.
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, so I,
Doesn't that make so much sense?
That makes so much sense.
I'm like a mix between like Lino and Hoshi.
I was gonna say, I was like, you're
Yeah,
a
you
little
have-
bit like Lino. I could see it.
Like you have a little bit more savage than Hoshi does.
Oh,
this
definitely.
is true. As the recipient of it, often.
And I feel like Lino is definitely more than like New, because New is super like sass master.
Oh, definitely.
Lino just is savage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like New is savage, but he's sassy savage.
All right, Missy, 2.
So if I had to pick one, it would be Big Chin.
So would I.
Because I'm kind of the leader of my little K-pop group that I've founded. I'm a Libra. So I always get told, hey, stop flirting. And I'm like, why do you say that's flirty? But I'm also a Slytherin like you guys. And so I'm ambitious. And I just want to like do as many things as I possibly can. I hate sleep. I think sleep is annoying and a waste of time, and I'd rather do other things instead.
Neither of you have a good sleep schedule at all.
Oh, me either.
Hey!
I am literally forced to go to bed.
True that.
I have to force myself to go to bed too.
She has to force me.
Last night at midnight, I had to take her phone. All right, have you come up with one, Missy?
No. I don't know. There's so many things that I relate to in so many groups.
I think you feel like me. I'm not really one person.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like
like-
nobody's actually
Yeah,
really
you're
one
right.
person.
Yeah.
I know people say that you either are like your bias or your bias wrecker. And I'm going through all of them and I'm like, no. Like Han would be the closest one for me because Han likes to sleep. He likes to be inside.
Part of this is because I don't, for me, part of it is because I don't know a lot of them super well. And the ones that I do know the most about, I wouldn't say I'm like them in completeness. Because I feel like, as time goes on, I change. And we grow and we mature and we evolve and we become different.
I am like Julian. The world is moving. Wow.
It moves too fast for her. Did you notice it?
I do feel like Julian from The Boys is kind of like a sloth, but not a normal sloth. Like Flash from Zootopia.
Ah.
Like,
Cool and drives fast.
but still
Very, very slow.
very slow. And that's how I feel. especially today. Might be because I had surgery yesterday.
Good question.
We have questions?
No, that was a
Oh, good
was my
answer.
good answer.
It was your question.
Yeah.
What was your question?
So this is the question I had, because you said you were an Aries, you said you were a Scorpio, you said you were a Libra. I'm a Leo, but I'm not sure how that relates to anything.
That is such a Leo answer too.
I know, like I
Leos
know.
usually don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leos are also a fire sign, so Aries are fire sign. Sagittarius is fire sign.
A lot of my biases are air and fire signs.
I think mostly like with Leos, like so Changbin from
Yeah,
Stray Kids
August.
is a Leo, and so I feel like you guys are very, like Leos are usually very motivated, very passionate about everything they do, and that makes a lot of sense for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
it
I won't
also
do something
shows-
if I can't give 110%. I used to just try to do everything. Now I only choose what I can actually give 110% to.
And that's why I think
Good on you.
like so that's kind of what like Leos do. Like you guys are a lot more like you're headstrong, but it's not in. You guys are a good headstrong. You guys are.
It's not stubborn.
It's not stubborn, and headstrong as in I can do what I want,
When
and
I
it doesn't
want.
matter if I've just had surgery. I'm gonna do what I want.
So does that make Escops a Aries?
No, I think he's another fire sign. I don't remember what S. Coops is.
Because he legit's like,
I
don't
just
care, I'm going to Japan.
I had surgery and I
Facts.
know I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I want to.
Let's see
Sucks
what
to be
17
you.
Sticks his
is.
tongue out at you and does it anyway.
Like
Yeah.
facts.
It's like me when I broke my wrist.
Oh, this is true.
I went to school the next day.
Scoops is a Leo.
Yeah!
Fire signs. We don't take no's for answers. We also don't take any prisoners.
But I feel like, but don't you feel like there's another side of you that you aren't always that?
As an Aries, I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're fiery. You're always angry. You're always this." I'm like, I am super headstrong, but I'm also not. Like everybody's like, "Oh, you have to fight everybody. You must have a short temper." Like, I don't feel
Because
that
you would
way.
think that someone who's wants, like, is a Leo like me and wants to do it, someone like Chumbins and someone like Escopes who are really driven and push really hard. But for me, my biggest motivation is to care about others. Like, I just want to take care of you. And that's my
Yep.
whole life has been that way.
That-
Like, just making lunch for everybody. I'm like, okay, here, this is for you, right?
We're gonna have it in little
Little
boxes.
little
So we can take them
boxes.
outside and have our little picnic.
Yeah.
She made sure I could have the thing.
Yeah, I made sure that there was food that everybody could have.
Because some of us have stupid allergies.
Or disabilities.
Sorry, folks. We got a little weather, so we're back inside. Inside good. Inside good. But yeah, no bees,
No bees. No flies.
no flies,
Yeah.
no weather.
No weather.
All right, but we're gonna call it a wrap. So
Yep. Yeah.
make sure you do all the things.
Like,
Like,
subscribe, notification.
That.
Yeah.
All right. So, bye from Mama Jane.
Bye from Miss C.
Bye from Baby K.
And bye from Miss 2.
It's reminiscent of what happened in the music industry back when rock and rolls began, right? Going around and asking the DJs to please play my record, right?
Yeah.
Please put it on the air, because that was the only way you were going to get noticed. It was the only way people were going to buy your record and get, for you to make money, to become an artist. So yeah, And it's interesting that K-pop has got the same roots as rock and roll, so that's pretty cool.
I'm nodding like I was there.
Like you were there, you little baby K.
I'm nodding like I was born in that century.
Well, you never know if we go with the.
Sorry, I've seen.
She went to a lot of concerts last year.
Oh, look, this is a tiny violin. I feel so bad for
See,
you.
we should have bought that. Oh my gosh.
Did you see the
I found it on Amazon, and it's this tiny little violin that you press, and it plays the sad music from SpongeBob.
The thing is that you should totally buy that as a teacher.
You're a teacher.
And
I
you
was
need
trying.
to use it on the students when they start
I
doing
was
like.
I tried to
it
get her.
because of this.
See, Lee, I tried to get her to buy it, and she said no. And I was like, you want to know what? I would use that so much. I'd use that every single day, bro.
We would have used it today.
You go inside my food. Sorry, there's a bee in it trying to go inside my food. This is why I don't do outside. Come back, baby K.
Is it gone?
No, it's by Missy. It's in my hair. Now it's gone.
No, it's there.
I feel like I couldn't just be. I'm trying to feel the bloopers.
Bloopers.
Get in here. Ow! She just crushed my hand.
Suck it up, okay? It's okay.
Just gonna go on.
This is
Say
show
about the
business. The bee. I'm afraid of bees, but I am the bee.
Facts.
Part of it.
Please put that in the bloopers.
It's a thing. She's done it a couple of times.
We need to just have like a whole reel of it.